my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Suzanne. I'm a stay-at-home mom to 3 girls. I have a 16, soon to be 17-year-old. I have a 3-year-old, and I also have a 7-month-old. I like to post content that focuses on motherhood, lifestyle, that will help hopefully motivate you or inspire you, because I find motivation and inspiration all the time on YouTube, so I wanted to give back and hopefully do that for somebody else in return. In today's video, I'm going to show you my mommy makeup routine. I want to call it a 10-minute mommy makeup routine. I timed it, but then my camera died, so it ended up being more than that. I'm pretty sure you could do this look in 10 minutes if you weren't talking or having camera problems. I'll tell you the products that I use and just what I do to apply it. And if you stay tuned to the end, I will also show you my tutorial for my mom bun that you see me in all the time. This is just my everyday makeup routine, and I say everyday kind of loosely. I don't wear makeup every single day either. But when I do wear makeup because I want to feel a little bit more put together, or if I might have some errands that I have to run really quickly, this is the makeup routine that I tend to go for. I try to do it when the girls are busy or just as quickly as I can. If you're a mom or just busy in general, you know, it's important to find ways to apply your makeup fast so that you can get out the door. A lot of my makeup was inspired by my time at Disney. If you didn't know, like I mentioned in my intro video, I worked at Disney for about 10 years. I was very good friends with the princesses, especially Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty. When I was there, I learned a lot from our cosmetologist that we worked with, and I am so happy because I don't think I would have known how to apply makeup as well as I did otherwise. So I took a lot of those things that I learned and I use them in my everyday makeup routine too. I'll kind of give you a little bit of backstage info, nothing too crazy, but just kind of how I incorporate those things now and a little bit of what that was like. Watch through the video to hear a couple insider secrets if you're interested in that. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and get into our mommy makeup routine. The first thing I'm going to do is put some moisturizer. This is the Perricone MD Essential FX Acyl Glutathione Rejuvenating Moisturizer. When it comes to moisturizers, I mostly just use coconut oil at night for my daytime moisturizer. It just kind of depends. I am a member of FabFitFun, so I receive their boxes, and you can choose a lot of different moisturizers when you go through and you pick which items you would like in your box each season. I always love to try new moisturizers that may be kind of out of my price range just to buy. But if I try one and I love it, then I might consider investing in it. I've already been using it. I really do like it. It smells so good. It smells like a citrusy smell, like grapefruit or oranges or something. I'm going to go ahead and put some moisturizer on. This is just my bare face with just some moisturizer, and that's pretty much all I do for prep. I washed my face earlier. Sometimes I'll wash it with an actual face wash in the morning, or sometimes I'll just use toner wipes or just some facial cleansing wipes. It really just depends on how much time I have. That just kind of dictates what my morning will look like, but I do always follow up with a moisturizer. When I worked at Disney, we had an hour to put our makeup on and get ready, and it kind of made you sort of think about timing a little bit more. An hour seems like a long time, but that also included time to grab everything you needed, get to your work location, get prepped to actually go out onto the floor. It was a lot that went into that hour, and you really did have to be quick depending on where your work location was. So I credit Disney for starting me off with, one, just knowing how to apply makeup, because I rarely wore fancy makeup before that, and then two, learning how to get it on quickly and get out the door really fast. Now that I'm a mom, I think I've perfected it, but it took me a while to get there. To start out, I'm using the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I really like this. I tend to not use heavy foundations. When I worked at Disney, I loved MAC. That was my favorite foundation. My skin was obviously younger back then. Now that I'm older, I tend to go toward BB creams or tinted moisturizers more so they don't look cakey. I like the natural look, but I don't want to look so natural that I look like I have nothing on. I do want to look like I did put a little bit of effort into it. This BB cream is really nice and it gives really nice coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that with a wet beauty blender. And always make sure to apply it down your neck. Something I learned also at Disney, you don't want the dreaded foundation line on your chin. Usually if I'm trying to do my makeup and I have the girls, I try to put Eleanor down for a nap. If I can, she takes a pretty decent morning nap. So I'll have her do that, and then I'll just let Lucy have some screen time and play, or she comes in the room with me and she pretends to put on makeup. Normally I do it in my bedroom. It's raining. We're actually in the middle of Hurricane Elsa right now. You wouldn't know it. This isn't even as bad as like a normal summer storm that we could get, but it is Hurricane Elsa outside right now. I guess we're in between the bands. That is why the lighting is not so great. Now I'm gonna go in. I love this concealer. I've been using it for forever. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is the correction, what is it called? Brightener. I'm sure maybe you've seen it before. I love this. It does a really good job. I tend to just put it a little under my eyes and a little under my nose. Just places where the light would hit to kind of brighten everything up, especially if you're a mom. And again, at Disney, working all the time, long days, you'd have some pretty serious eye bags or dark circles. Concealer was a must. My concealer was much heavier back then, again, because I didn't have such fine lines to worry about like I do now. Blend that all in with a beauty blender. Once that's all blended in with my foundation, I'm going to go in and use my e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. It's reflective, so you probably can't see it that great, but this works perfectly for finishing. It's not super thick and cakey looking, and e.l.f. products are so cheap. I think this one is either $3 or $6. They kind of bounce back and forth between the two price lines. And again, I used a lot of different products when I was younger, but now that I'm older, if you're wondering, I'm 38. I will be 39 in January. I'm getting to the point where you just don't want to wear a whole lot of cakey makeup to sit in the areas that are less than flattering. I love this brush. It's the IT Cosmetics foundation brush. Super big and fluffy. I am gonna put on some bronzer. If I don't have time, if I'm doing my mommy makeup routine and I don't have time for bronzer, I'll skip it, because while I do love how it can make my face look, it's not necessarily a necessary thing to have, but if I can use it, I will. This is the Tarteist Pro Glow. This also came in a FabFitFun box, and it's awesome because it has a lot of different highlighters. It has a cream bronzer, a few different shimmer bronzers. I'm using this one here at the bottom because it's matte. It's called Sculpt. You can use the other ones if you like a shimmer to your bronze. I'm just gonna go in and put that a little where the sun might hit, just to give some color. If you're a mama, sometimes you just can't get outside into the sun as much as you would like. Next, for blush. Oh, and this is just a Real Techniques bronzing or brush. I use it for my bronzer. Next, for blush, I use the Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink. Wet n Wild has amazing products for drugstore, and they're very inexpensive, which is awesome. Another IT Cosmetics brush. Just put a teeny bit on for some color. For my eyeshadow, I have a million different eyeshadow palettes, and it's funny because I just use whatever's convenient at that moment. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to go back in with my bronzer palette, and I'm gonna use these top shades, and I use the same color I used for my bronzer, the Sculpt. I'm gonna use that in my crease and just do most of my eye makeup with the bronzer palette because it's easy and it's right there, and when you have to hurry and get out the door, you just want whatever is easy. So I'm gonna take an eyeshadow brush and I just go in my crease. Once that's there, I'm gonna take this double-edged brush and I'm going to use the colors in my bronzing palette and just apply that to the lid. And I just sort of start in the inner corner and take it back out. Then I'll just go back in with the Sculpt brush and kind of go over where it might have gotten up into the crease again. I do use eyeliner on the top, but I don't like to use it on the bottom. So I use this e.l.f. kind of just really tiny sort of eyeliner brush. And again, going in with my sculpting bronzer, I just put that on the bottom under my eye as my eyeliner because it's not as harsh, but it still gives it just a little bit of color. Just like that. Then, this other palette that I'm going to use today is a Too Faced palette. I got it for Christmas. It's like a holiday edition. It's got a ton of colors in it, all really pretty, kind of holiday if you're doing a New Year's look. It also has some blushes and a mirror, a nice big mirror. I'm going to use this top color, which is First Day of Christmas, and I'm going to apply it under my eyebrows to kind of lighten them up just a little bit. I don't always do this step, but if I have a minute, I will. And that is just to take a darker color. I kind of bounce back and forth between Scrooge and Cookie Dough. You could use any just slightly darker color than your sculpting color. So I'm just gonna use Cookie Dough. And then just go in the little inner corner here just to give it some definition. Again, this is not always a mommy makeup step. Just sort of if you have an extra second, you definitely don't need to do it. And then I'll go back in and yeah, give it just a teeny bit more definition. That's it for my eyeshadow, very simple. Again, I won't always even use the second palette. Sometimes I'll just work straight out of my bronzing palette. If I don't have the bronzer from here, I kind of just tend to use bronzer over eyeshadow sometimes. I'm gonna take my Stila eyeliner. I love using liquid liner. I do this all the time, and now that I'm recording myself do it, it's probably gonna look really bad. So I just do a teeny wing, do one side. Eyeliner is definitely, especially liquid eyeliner, it's definitely a learning process. I really enjoyed wearing it just because I feel like it made my eyes stand out a little bit more than just regular pencil liner. Next, I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. This is my first time trying it. I usually use the e.l.f. one. I really like this Wet n Wild, and I definitely recommend the e.l.f. one as well. I think it's like $3. I'm gonna brush my eyebrows first. And then I like this pencil because it has, well, I've kind of used it. It has a little bit of a slant to it so that you can get in. And I'm just going to lightly fill in my brows. Again, I'm not trying to do it perfectly. Just something where if I have to run some errands or if I have to just look presentable for whatever reason, I'm gonna be able to do that with minimal effort. And wearing makeup just makes you feel a little bit more put together, even if you are staying at home all day. I just feel wearing makeup kind of makes me feel more productive and makes me feel better about myself. I don't wear makeup every day. A lot of the time I don't wear makeup just to let my skin breathe. At Disney, I worked 5-6 days a week wearing thick, cakey stage makeup most of the time, and it really clogged my pores. I had breakouts a lot. So now that I'm older and I don't have to wear that kind of makeup, I prefer to just let my skin breathe a little bit. I do wear makeup a few days out of the week, but there are a lot of times where I just go barefaced. I'll wake up, wash my face, put some moisturizer on, and just go about my day. This is just my routine. Like I said, if I'm running errands or if I just want to feel a little bit more productive that day, because sometimes if you don't put makeup on, you tend to not feel like you have to do anything for the day. So it's kind of helpful to feel productive so that you feel motivated to get things done. And that's usually why I choose to wear makeup if I put it on in the morning, but I don't wear makeup every single day. Finally, I'm gonna go in. I use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is a really nice mascara. I don't think it's my favorite. I love it, but for the price, there's definitely drugstore brands that I've tried that I love just as much. Can't bring myself to spend that on mascara all the time. It's definitely a treat, but I do love it. L'Oreal is good, and also Maybelline The Falsies is a really great mascara too. That's kind of comparable. It's got that fluffy brush. So I recommend those two as well. And after 10 years wearing makeup every single day with my job, I have tried a lot of mascaras. Disney would supply us with some of our makeup, mainly stage makeup for your eyes or your face, like blush and stuff, but we were responsible for buying our own makeup otherwise. For the last thing, I'm just gonna go and do my lips. I keep it very simple. I do have lip liners and stuff, but I don't use those really at all unless I'm going somewhere, maybe out for the night. I do wear this MAC Cream Sheen lipstick. Again, this is a little pricier than what I normally spend, but I hadn't bought one in a while, and it goes a long way for me because I don't wear lipstick all the time. This is in the shade Cream Cup. I don't know if that'll focus. It's a really pretty sort of mauve-y pink color. I just think it's a really pretty color, and it's one of those your lips but better colors. Is that what they say? So I like to go in on the top of it, or sometimes I'll just wear this by itself. I love this. It's the NYX Butter Gloss. This is so nice. It's very moisturizing. It's a teeny bit sticky, which I don't love, but it doesn't last for very long. And this is in the shade Creme Brulee. It is such a pretty color, and I love it on its own. I wear it on its own a lot, and I won't even wear lipstick, but I like to put it on over the top of the lipstick too, so it's just kind of a pinky color, corally color. So put that on the top. Usually I just leave my hair in a bun, but as you know, if you've watched my videos before, you've seen my hair in a bun quite a bit. I'll do a quick little tutorial to show you how easy it is. I'm gonna take my brush and blend it all together. And that's it. So a little maybe 10-15 minute mommy look. All right, I'm gonna show you how long my hair is and the reason why I wear it in a bun so much. That way you can see how I do my mom bun. It literally takes seconds, and then you can rock it too if you want. When you have a baby, my baby's 7 months old and she's constantly grabbing my hair or pulling. It's Florida, I live in Florida, so it's hot all the time and humid, and the feeling of your hair stuck to your neck is just the worst thing ever. That's usually why I wear a bun. If I'm going out somewhere or it's gonna be evening or have date night, I try to switch it up a little bit. This is the hairstyle that you will see me in 99% of the time because it's easy, it's fast. It still kind of looks a little put together, especially when you very first do it. It tends to get a little messy as the day goes on. All right, I'm gonna take my hair down from the mom bun and just show you how easy it is. So this is how long my hair is. I've been having extremely bad postpartum hair loss. So I've been trying, I do blow dry it every now and then, but I've been trying not to do anything too much to it because I just feel like I don't want to lose any more hair. So this is what it looks like. This is how long my hair is. It goes all the way down. This is why I'm usually in a bun because it's super unmanageable. Once the hair loss kind of slows down a little bit, I want to take it and get my hair done, get my roots done, but this is what I'm working with. So this is why when you watch my channel, you see it in a bun all the time. Plus it's reminiscent of Cinderella. She's my girl, so that's kind of fun. But it's mostly just because I've got this going on. All right, so here's my maybe 10-second mom bun tutorial. Really easy. What you're gonna do is flip your hair upside down. I kind of just fluff it up. I usually put some dry shampoo in it. I use a scrunchie because it doesn't dent my hair as bad. Since I do wear it in a bun all the time, I don't want to have like severe dents, so use a scrunchie. You're gonna pull it up into a wad, like you're putting it in a ponytail, on the top of your head. And then you can do it as high up on your head or as far back as you like. I have a lot of hair, so I put it a little higher up on my head, just so it doesn't get heavy and pull back as the day goes on. All right, I wrap it 3 times. So this is what you're left with, just a ponytail. What I do is flip it upside down, I twist it, and then I find a loop in my scrunchie, wherever I can find one. I don't know how to show this. I take it and I tuck it into the loop. And then I pull it just a teeny bit to get it in there. So you're kind of like just slightly pulling it through the loop. And then you just sort of play with it until it looks the way you want it to. A little extra bit, I kind of just tuck it into the rest of the bun. You can use bobby pin and then just kind of pin it down so it stays. And then there you go. Easy mom bun. You can pull some little hairs out if you want to give it a little bit fancier look. This is how it looks. I also like to take the hair on the part that's on my head by my bangs and pull that out a little bit too, just to make it look a little fuller. You can fluff it out this way, tease it. That's the Cinderella bun. That's gonna do it for my 10-15 minute mommy makeup, probably closer to 10 minutes without all the talking. If you have any suggestions of other ways you can do a mommy makeup routine, please let me know. Please let me know what your helpful tips are for your mommy makeup routines, because I'm always interested in hearing how other moms do things so that I can maybe incorporate that into my daily routine too. If you like motherhood content, lifestyle content, cleaning, budgeting, anything like that, please consider subscribing to my channel. I am so thankful for the support and I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. I post Wednesdays and Saturdays. Stay tuned for more cleaning content and all that fun stuff coming soon. I do have a house tour coming as well, so I'm really excited to get that out to you. Again, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video.